Welcome to the deep dive. We're here to sift through the noise and pull out the insights you really need.
hmm
And today we're focusing on one specific resource, Canva Toolkit by winstontrim.pdf.
Right.
Our mission really is to figure out how this toolkit can help you change up your content game, maybe even drive more traffic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Think of it as a way to get a handle on using Canva, which, lots of people already use, but more strategically.
Strategically how?
Well, not just for making things look nice, but making content that actually does something, gets clicks, drives traffic.
Okay.
This toolkit, it lays out a whole system, designing, scheduling, even tracking results, all inside Canva.
So for you listening, what's the bottom line? We're going to break down how this could help you streamline things.
Yeah, maybe save a bunch of time.
Right. Save time, potentially get better results, and maybe without needing, a design degree.
That's the idea.
We'll cover the structure, those templates, using AI for copy, scheduling, tracking, even creating educational stuff, testing,
Yeah.
and launching it all.
Sounds like a plan. So let's dive right in with the basic structure. The toolkit itself.
What's it called again?
It's called the Canva Traffic Accelerator Toolkit.
Okay. Pretty clear from the name what it's aiming for.
Right.
Right.
And according to the document, it's kind of built on 5 main features, 5 pillars.
Yeah, what are they?
So first up, pre-designed templates. But not just any templates.
Right.
They're specifically designed with conversion in mind. Getting people to click or engage, think social posts, ads.
Like a head start design-wise.
Exactly. You're not starting from scratch. The second thing, in integrating AI for content suggestions. That's Canva's Magic Write feature.
Ah, magic right. We'll get into that.
We will. It can be a real time saver for writing copy.
Okay, so templates built for action, AI for the words. What else?
Third is the scheduling part, using the Canva Content Planner.
Oh, right. They have that built-in scheduler.
Yep. So you create and schedule in one place. Centralized.
Streamlined. Okay.
Fourth is a big one, trackable elements. Call to action buttons you can track, UTM links, stuff like that.
So you actually know what's working.
You have to know what's working.
Yeah.
And the fifth feature is the educational guides.
Ah, so it's not just tools, it's instructions too.
Exactly. Best practices, how to use everything effectively. It guides you.
That makes sense, like having the manual with the machine. Okay, let's zoom in on those templates, the conversion optimized ones. How does the toolkit say to find and use them?
Well, the first step is pretty straightforward. Go into Canva, browse the template library.
Any specific places?
Yeah, it points towards categories like social media, ads, and marketing. Makes sense, right? Those are for traffic generation.
Right, keeps you focused. So you find one you like?
Yeah.
Then what? How do you make it work harder for conversions?
Customization is key here. The toolkit really emphasizes adding editable placeholder text.
Like what?
Like literally insert your affiliate link here. Makes it super obvious where the action needs to happen, especially for affiliates.
Takes the guesswork out. Good idea. What about making things stand out visually? Like the click me part.
Also, vital. The toolkit says use bold colors, easy to read fonts, specifically for your call to action buttons. And use action words like shop now or download free guide. Make that button really pop.
Make it obvious. You also mentioned something about UTM parameter fields in the description. Sounds a bit technical.
It sounds technical, but it's crucial for tracking. The advice is to put a prompt, maybe like paste tracking link here, right in the design's description box.
Why there?
So UTMs are like little tags on your links, right? They tell you where traffic came from. Like this click came from Instagram, this one from a Facebook ad.
Okay.
By putting the prompt in Canva, it reminds whoever's using the template, hey, don't forget the tracking link. It helps make sure that step doesn't get missed.
Ah, like building the reminder right into the workflow. Smart. What about keeping designs consistent?
That's where the brand kit comes in. The toolkit stresses using Canva's brand kit feature.
Right, for logos, colors.
Exactly. Logos, brand colors, fonts. Save them once, apply them easily. It builds that recognition and trust.
Consistency, yeah. People trust what looks familiar. Okay, templates sorted. Now, AI for the words. Canva Magic Write. How does that fit in?
Okay, so the toolkit explains you access it right in the editor. Click the little Opus button on your design, find Magic Write. It's like your built-in writing assistant.
Handy. Like having a copywriter on call inside Canva. What can you ask it to do? Give me some examples from the toolkit.
Sure. It gives a couple of practical ones, like for social media, you could prompt it, write a 30-word Instagram caption for a 50% off sale.
Okay, quick and easy.
Or for emails, maybe, Generate 5 urgent subject lines for a webinar. Helps you get past that blank page paralysis.
Oh yeah, subject lines can be tough. So you generate these suggestions. How do they get into the templates?
The idea is to embed them as optional text blocks. Yeah. So when someone uses the template, they might see a few pre-written options from the AI. They can pick one, tweak it, or just delete them and write their own. It's just a starting point.
A helpful nudge lowers the barrier to getting started. Clever. Okay, visuals, check. Copy, check. Now, getting it out there. Scheduling and publishing.
Yep. The toolkit highlights the Canva content planner. Lets you connect your social accounts, Instagram, Facebook, etc., right within Canva.
So it becomes a command center, almost. Create and schedule in one spot.
Pretty much. Cuts out jumping between tools. Once your design's ready, you just drag it onto the calendar date you want.
Simple enough.
And, importantly, the toolkit reminds you. Add those tracking links into the post description before you schedule. Got to track those clicks.
Always back to tracking. Makes sense. What about, those long, ugly affiliate links? They don't look great in a bio.
Good point. For that, the toolkit suggests using Canva's Link in Bio tool.
Ah, like Linktree, but inside Canva.
Kind of, yeah. You create a simple landing page in Canva, lists all your important links, affiliate links, website, whatever. Then you just share that one clean Canva link in your bio. Looks much more professional.
Definitely polished look. Okay, design, copy, scheduling. Now, let's circle back hard on tracking, especially for affiliates. How do they add clickable buttons easily?
Right, for direct clicks from the graphic itself. The toolkit says go to the Elements tab in Canva, search for button.
Okay.
You get different styles, pick one, customize it, and embed your affiliate link directly into that button.
Straightforward. And the links themselves, we mentioned link in bio, but if you're using them elsewhere, shortening them.
Yeah, definitely recommended. Use a link shortener like Bitly, or the toolkit mentions Canva even has its own built-in one now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it makes the links cleaner, less clunky.
Yeah.
Plus, those services often give you click stats too, more data.
Data, data, data. And you mentioned UTMs again. Just hammer that home. Why are they so important in this system?
They're absolutely fundamental. Seriously. That little bit of code at the end of your URL, like .upm source, Instagram, nut medium graphic.
That tells you it came from an Instagram graphic.
Exactly. It tells you precisely where that click originated. Without UTMs, you're kind of flying blind. You don't know which posts, which platforms, which campaigns are actually working. With UTMs, you make informed decisions.
Got it. It's the detailed map of your traffic. Now, the toolkit also talks about creating educational resources. Why? What kind?
It suggests creating something valuable, like a PDF ebook, right, in Canva. It even gives an example title, Traffic Generation Secrets. Design your way to more clicks.
So create valuable content to attract people.
Pretty much. Position yourself as helpful, as an expert.
What kind of tips should go in something like that?
The toolkit gives examples like how to A/B test ad designs, testing different versions, or best times to post on social media. Practical stuff people can actually use.
Okay, really actionable advice. How do you use this ebook to get traffic or leads?
Offer it as a lead magnet.
Ugh, the classic lead magnet.
Yep. The toolkit suggests using Canva's Form Builder app, another built-in tool to create an email sign-up form. Offer the free ebook in exchange for their email.
Build your list.
Exactly. Build your list, gives value up front, warms people up to you.
Nice. Okay, lots of content creation. Now, how do we know if any of it is actually working? Testing and optimizing.
Right. So the toolkit points to Canva's own analytics. It's a pro feature, mind you.
What does that show you?
Basic stuff like views on your designs, maybe clicks on embedded links if you use those buttons. It's a quick pulse check right inside Canva.
Useful for a quick look, but for deeper insights.
For a real deep dive, you connect to Google Analytics using those UTM tag links we keep talking about.
It all comes together.
Yeah. Google Analytics gives you the full picture, conversions, user paths, everything. You can see exactly how your Canva campaigns are contributing to your goals.
The whole journey. Okay. The toolkit also mentioned something about webinars for optimization.
Yeah, kind of a community approach.
Yeah.
It suggests maybe doing monthly webinars promoted with Canva designs, naturally.
And the topic.
Share what's working. Talk about the top-performing templates based on your analytics. Share those insights. Builds community, provides more value.
Turns data into shared learning. I like that. Okay, almost there. Launching this whole system. How do you get the toolkit itself, the Canva Traffic Accelerator Toolkit, out into the world?
First, simple enough. Share it in Canva's public folder. Let's other Canva users find it.
Use the platform's own audience. Smart. What else?
Promote it. Use Canva to make social media posts, obviously. The toolkit gives an example like double your traffic in 30 days. Catchy stuff.
Okay.
And it also suggests partnering with affiliate platforms like ShareSale. Offer your toolkit to their affiliates as a resource that they can use or promote.
Leverage existing networks. Makes sense. Okay, let's pull back for a second. Sum up this Canva Traffic Accelerator toolkit based on the source. What's the big picture?
Basically, it's framed as this streamlined all-in-one solution. It brings together design, scheduling, and tracking things, often done in separate tools, into one Canva workflow.
To save time and boost traffic.
That's the core promise. Make the whole process more efficient, more effective.
And it does this by pulling together specific Canva features, right? Which ones were key?
Yeah, the main ones highlighted are the templates, conversion-focused, Magic Write, AI copy, the content planner scheduling, the brand kit consistency, the link in bio tool, and Canva Analytics. It's about using them together, strategically.
So the takeaway from the toolkit seems to be you don't need to be a pro designer to create professional content that actually drives traffic. You can do it, and pretty efficiently, right inside Canva.
That's the core message, yeah. It positions Canva as more than just a design tool. It's potentially a full content and traffic engine.
So for you listening, the real question is, could this approach work for you? Think about your own workflow. Could integrating AI writing, scheduling, tracking, all inside Canva, as outlined here, simplify things? Make a difference.
Maybe a final thought to chew on. Based on this framework from the toolkit, this idea of using Canva for streamlined design, scheduling, tracking, what else could you do beyond what Winston Trim laid out? What other creative ways could you leverage Canva to hit your specific business or affiliate goals?